live. Today's stream almost didn't happen because I opened up OBS about half an hour ago, thank goodness, and I had completely somehow lost my connection to Twitch. So I had to spend like a few minutes figuring that out. Cool. So today I think our goal was to have a look at, I'm going to keep just calling it the flippiness. And the ability to change the skewiness. And I know Ruba said there was a 10 up package that she recommended, which I'm going to actually go and see if I can find now. I don't know if Aruba's joining us today, but if she isn't, we hope you are okay.
I hope so, or this might be a little bit hairy.
Yeah, I don't know. Wouldn't like I don't want to say this, but wouldn't it be terrible if something actually has happened? Here we are. I will feel awful. So Aruba, I hope you're okay. Maybe we'll check in on her after this. Now I wonder. I don't think it's that.
So is it just something about block variations? Is that what we're looking for?
Yeah, it was something to do with extending blocks.
I see.
Probably so this is block extensions here. I know she had a 10 up either package or something that she recommended. I know 10 up have.
I'm going to put something in the chat, and maybe
Okay.
this is it.
Okay. Let me just copy this because I need to be somewhere else. Too many is register block extension. Yeah, that makes sense. It's probably this block components then. So let's see if they've got a block components repository or some kind. There we go. Collection of components built to be used in the block editor. Oh, so if your project is using 10up toolkit, this is handled automatically. Okay, well that kind of, I think, points to where we need to be. So I'm going to assume that I can just import. Okay, I'm going to just keep that as a backbone. I want to see what the official WordPress way is as well. I see they've got something under themes. Block themes, converting, creating a new site, classic themes. Okay, I guess not. So let's go to blocks. One of the reasons I'm doing this is because one of the things I'm trying to do is make sure that if folks need this documentation, it exists, and if it doesn't, then we create it. So there's a section on themes there. Create a block theme, global settings and styles, theme support. Okay, so there's nothing about extending blocks. Global styles, global settings and styles. Hey, from Issaquah in the chat. I think that's Mark, if I'm not mistaken. Trying to get used to these names. Okay, this is block editor, settings, custom settings. Yeah, this is all theme person stuff. Presets. This is one of the things that when I first started streaming, I used to be very nervous about. Sometimes it's just me sitting reading documentation.
But that's, keeping it real.
That's as real as I can get, yeah. That to me is, I don't know. That's where I find the workshop so much easier, because you can prepare for it and you can make sure that you're not having to look things up. Whereas the live stream, I feel very, very sort of vulnerable as to what I'm actually looking for and finding.
As a viewer, that always makes me feel good, because it's like, oh great, I'm not the only person who has to work that way.
Well, thank you for saying that. I guess that is kind of the point of this. Style sheet. See, what I'm doing now is the other problem with the way I do things is I tend to scan very quickly. Sometimes I miss things, but this all seems to be okay. All right. So this is all specific to. What worries me is this is all specific to blocks, and I don't know if this will work inside of our JavaScript, but it should do. I should be able to go WP blocks and then something. So let's do a good old Google search. Block extend. Extending a core block. Okay. So this is 10 up. There we go. Extending the block editor. Okay, so there's the block style, which is what we're doing over here already, which is great. Custom CSS. Okay. All right, that we've done already. CSS. That's about it. Wonder what's under curating. Locking APIs. Default controls. Limiting interface options. Line side filters. Modify block level. Add filter. Move access. Everything about limiting options and removing access, but nothing about adding functionality to existing blocks. Okay. Block controls, block supports. Extending the query loop block. This might give me, by registering your own block variation, you can have founder control. Okay. Register block variation. Okay, so that's one option. Customize. Sounds like register block variation is what we need. And own controls. Okay. Add filter. Edit a block, edit core query with book query controls. Okay.
What would you think about uh, maybe pushing this exploration to a time when we have the benefit of Aruba's experience?
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Um, that's probably not a bad idea. I think let's do that. So what I'm going to do. Okay, this was we can close this. This is Aruba working with the position absolute, which
Mm.
is what we did last week. So we can close that. I wonder. All right. Okay, let's leave that for now then. Um, I do feel like what you shared with me is also probably useful.
I found some things in the WordPress Stack Exchange too, but it looks
Mm.
a little more detailed.
Yeah, I do think this block extensions that I think you should, yeah, you shared this with me. I think is probably the right place to start.
Mhm.
I see they're talking about variations here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to.
Would it be not to change what I just said, but could it also be attributes, adding attributes versus variations? Because a
Well,
variation would be like a setting, right? Like,
yeah, it could be as simple as, and this is the thing, I've never done this before, and that's why I tend to agree with you in the fact that it might be handy to wait for Ruby to be here. But it could be just as simple as saying that the block supports those attributes.
mhm.
And then when you enable those supports, then it switches those things on. So I was hoping there would be an easier, simple example. There isn't, so I'm going to just leave this as notes for ourselves. I might even do some digging myself after this, but I do think that leaving this for now is popping these links is probably a good idea, and we can come back to this later. All right, so let us go back to here then. So let's leave it then as it is, and let's have a look at getting the social media icons sorted out.
Sure,
That's something we probably could do today, or at least get
we
some
can do
kind of
that.
headway on. We've got the custom styling, so we can definitely
Mhm.
play with that, and then take it from there. So I think what you said was, let me just switch to. I think what you said you wanted to do was you wanted it black and white like this, and we wanted borders around it.
I think
Which
you can do like a background color and an icon color for that. So that could be kind of cool, like as a blocky square with, black square with a white
right.
icon.
So let's have a look here. So that is the block. That's the WordPress block. Let me just see. So let's see what we have here. So these are the social icons.
Mhm. Mm.
We can change the background. Let's see what that does. Okay, so that changes the background of that whole area there, which I'm guessing is probably not what we want.
I
Uh,
think you can probably do it on a per icon basis too if you selected one. Oh, you can't. Oh,
that's what it looks like.
huh. Weird.
Um, so I guess this is a case of maybe this can be done. Let's have a look here. So this is the social icons block. Let's have a look in the styles. What is this thing called? The style editor, whatever it's called. And let's go to. I still can't believe. So I can't remember if I had this
It's not
conversation.
alphabetical.
Well, I've just noticed that paragraph, image, heading, gallery, list item, and quote aren't alphabetical, but then from there it does seem to become
Mm.
alphabetical from archives, audio, buttons. So I wonder if this is done on purpose because these are maybe the most commonly used ones,
Yeah. Hmm.
which
Yeah.
is an interesting choice. But anyway, there's social icons. Okay, so there's colors and layout. So we've got color palette, which is not just a color palette basically. and we can, and that just changes the background, so that doesn't do much. Let's see what layout does. Layout just does padding and margin. So yeah, it doesn't look like you can actually. This logo's only at pull shape. There's additional block CSS. It doesn't look like we have the ability to customize further. So I think for now the best way to do it would be to create that style variation, similar to what we did with the HR rule, and then maybe once Ruba's back, if she's back next week, then we can ask her about extending the blocks and maybe adding. That would be cool, is if we could add those settings to those individual social icons. That would be cool to do. Okay.
I wonder if, sometimes in theme JSON you can add additional features for blocks. So I wonder if that's something you could turn on for social.
Interesting. I actually don't even know where I would check for that, but the schema should have it. So let's have a look. Do I have my schema set up? Actually, what should work is I should be able to styles blocks. I should be able to core. No, not core archives. Core. Hang on. No more complete's failing on me. Core. Come on. Probably would have been quicker if I just typed it out, but anyway. Social links, I guess. Now that's going to bug me. Let's have a look here. Social icons, and let's just set after. So these are obviously the social links. I wonder if you can just. Oh no, that's in embed. That's not useful. Something just bonged at me. I can't figure out what it is.
Oh, that was probably
that was
me.
you.
I
Okay,
just
cool.
threw in the,
Okay, cool.
the background thing.
This is the problem when I stream. It's like, is it the stream? Is it the Twitch? Is it the too many things? Okay, so I'm going to guess it's social icons. Core social links, I guess. Spacing, shadow, topography, variations. What does variations give us? Not really much. Let me check the schema here quickly. I don't have my schema set up. What is that? Dollar schema or something, isn't it? I'm not going to figure that one out. 1 second, let me find this. Okay. Okay. You can do properties, appearance tools, border, color dimensions, layout positions. It looks like we can enable all of those. All right. So there's a way to just jump to that. Properties. Okay, so let's go back here. Oh, there, I put the schema in the bottom. All right, fine. That was probably what's the name? Create block theme doing that. I'm used to having it at the top. Anyway, okay. So it looks like it's just spacing and topography available. That's on styles. I wonder what happens if I do it in settings. No, settings should just be, yeah, settings should be, let me just see here. Appearance tools, color, layout, space, and topography. Box.
So it has a color property, right? For
See what I get you. Appearance tools, spacing, layout, settings, relation to spacing, layout, shadow, topography. Currently it has, let me check here. Currently the social icons block has layout, link settings, and then advanced. And then it has the style, and then it has color and background we can enable, and under dimensions, height, padding, and margin. But not border. And then the individual ones don't have anything. Now, this makes me wonder if we should enable social link background. Social link. See, there's any border, which is interesting. Family, fun family. I'm just going to look at the style settings. I'm just trying to remember now. Settings is enabling or disabling things as far as I can remember. Radius true. Let's see if that does anything. Okay, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do core social links. Maybe we just enable appearance tools. See what that does.
Yeah.
Let's see what that does.
So it should, I mean, it should have this. I've used it before myself, and I just like looking at documentation, I see that it's available. So I think it's just probably something that has to be turned on.
Right.
Like I'm going to put another.
Yeah, won't you pop the documentation you're looking at in the... Grab that. Social icons block. Select the icon at the URL.
So it's style settings where it talks about.
Settings. Layout settings. Link settings. Advanced settings. There, style settings. Color settings.
So it does show an icon background.
Yeah. Ah, there. Color settings, icon background. Okay. Color settings, icon background. Okay. And there. Oh, that's interesting. That one has icon color and background. This says icon color and icon background. wonder if this is a... Yeah, let me just check something quickly. I'm going to just take this out. Wonder if this is either a WordPress version thing or I need to install Gutenberg thing.
Gutenberg.
So let's just check updates. Okay, I'm on 622. Let's see what happens if we install and activate Gutenberg. Okay, let me update that while we're doing that. And wonder if I have permissions to edit this article. I want to see when this is created. 2 years ago. So either things have changed or we're missing something. So let's add Gutenberg and see what happens.
The Twitter and Facebook complained about their branding being modified.
Of course they did. Oh my word. Like, of all the dumb things, really.
I'm kidding. I don't know if that's true.
No, I mean, that sounds entirely plausible. It really does. It sounds entirely possible. So I wouldn't be surprised. I noticed that it would appear that July 4th is definitely affecting our viewership today. We've only got 2 viewers, and I think, yeah, so that's fine. I don't mind. It doesn't affect me. It's just I forget how big a deal July 4th
That's
is.
surprising, though. I feel like there's a lot of people who aren't in the US who listen and watch.
Oh, right. You've got this whole new design thing happening now. This is going to be fun. Okay, let's see what we get here. Okay, so let's go back down to the bottom here. There's padding and margin and block spacing now. There's just background color again. So my guess is that this documentation is out of date. Because it's 2 years old. I wonder why they changed that. That's interesting. There's definitely style settings on the social icons. Then there's definitely icon color and icon background. Interesting. See, there's background color for the entire block. I'm just going to play this quickly. That's icon color, yeah. And then icon background, yeah. And then there was, so icon background has been either removed or disabled. Okay. All right. So now let's try and see. Why is this not? Ugh. Okay. Just now my this to the top. Okay. Social links. Color. Link.
The
Custom
screen that we're
gradients.
looking at now is still the WordPress.org documentation. Are you doing something else though?
Oh, is that what you're seeing? Oh, sorry. Hang on.
Mhm.
I wonder why that happened. Let me stop my screen share. Let me reshare. Oh, it's because I selected window, not entire screen. My apologies. There we go. You should see my code view now.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see if I can enable these color settings.
Mhm.
So I'm just looking, set background colors. That might work. Let's set that to true. That's going to be, oh, that's the current background color, I think, which is already set to true. Okay, just let me have a look here quickly. Where is the core theme JSON? I think it's in the WP includes. There. Okay. Oh, so it's not set there. It's set on the plugin itself. So that doesn't help us at all. Okay, so that was background. Custom gradient, default duotone, gradients, palette. It looks like this stuff has been removed somewhere along the line. I wonder if it's on the individual ones. So let's try those. So let's try core social link. There's no color settings there, but a setting that enables the following utils border color. Let's set that to true. Okay, let's see if that does anything. If nothing else, we'll find out some stuff today. So this is what the new site editor looks like by the looks of things. Interesting. Okay, so let's go here. Social icons, styles. Still only icon color and background.
So it looks like you're still in the whole
Oh, sorry, you're
block.
right.
But
You're
yeah,
correct. You're correct. I am. There we go. There's nothing. There's no
wow,
settings.
it's weird. I
So
don't understand.
either this has been removed somehow or it needs to be enabled and I'm not enabling it correctly.
Mhm.
So let's make this an issue. So let's make this an issue. So let's say, right, there's one there. So let's create this and let's take color settings. Can I link this? Please tell me I can link this. One of my biggest annoyances is when I can't link sections in documentation.
Mhm.
It's under block settings, layout settings, link settings, style settings, color settings, and I can't link it because it's strong for some reason instead of being a header.
Oops. Need some volunteers to edit that.
Semantic HTML, people. Come on. Oh, dearie me. As somebody who spent a year writing full time last year, or the year before last year, whenever I see that, it's all
Mhm.
bold. That's not right. Come on, folks. If that's an H2, that should be an H3. Anyway, let me not get too upset. Okay, so let us go here and let us take block settings. And let us go here and let's say per this documentation, it should be possible to set the icon color and icon background color. It's under the
Settings
color
and then
settings.
styles.
Block settings, color settings. Is this still possible? If is how to enable it. Okay. We'll leave that like that for now. And might be nice to add a border to it as well.
Mhm.
So I wonder. I wonder if this is something that has been removed or.
I think we're just not finding the right source because I know I've done it.
Maybe I'm using the wrong block.
No, no, that's the right block.
Let's just see here. Social icons, yeah, it's definitely. I'm gonna just choose this one. And I'm just going to pop in my profile quickly. I just want to see if I can do it on the individual one. Okay. All right. Well, then we'll just make it WordPress.org then. If you want to be so fussy about it. What?
What is happening? This is like a classic day in a developer's life.
Wow. That is. Oh, this is to embed a WordPress post. So you can't embed.
Mm.
So you can't embed the social icon outside of the social icons block. That's interesting.
So you would you'd still need the social icon block. You could do a single icon, but then that gets silly.
Oh, so it has to be inside the social icons block.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Yeah, it definitely looks like
Hmm.
those features have been either removed.
What about that kebab menu there for the settings toolbar? What does that have as an option?
Which one? This one.
After size, yeah.
Options. Select parent block, copy duplicate, copy styles, paste styles, group block.
We could edit the HTML.
As icon color.
Hmm.
I'm gonna do a quick search in the GitHub Gutenberg repo and see if this has been removed. Icon background. I think I need to do it like this. Regular icons block. That's super interesting. I'm gonna have to do some digging. I will start by pinging some people I know who work with this stuff daily and find out if they know anything about it. But yeah, according to this, default icons have their respective colors. So the color settings, you can change the background and foreground color to match your website brand. Pick it. I mean, we could do the full developer experience here. We could go to WordPress support and log a support ticket and see if it gets replied.
Sure, let's do it.
Let's do that. Why not? And then we'll get answers from folks. Okay. Forums. Welcome to support. Get started. Okay, asking for support, posting the appropriate forum. All right. Oh, it takes us back here. Installing, fixing, developing with WordPress. Is it developing with WordPress? Don't think so. I'm going to leave it under fixing WordPress. Let's see if there's something specific for... I'm going to leave it with fixing WordPress. I'm going to start there. Read this first, WordPress 6.2. Let's just see what that says. Yeah, this is all about broken sites. Okay, not a problem. All right. Okay, let's log a issue. Create topic. Topic title. Unable to change social icons. Icon background. Just do the social icons block. Unable to change icon background color. Link to the page you need help with, that we can definitely do. Okay. In the I try and give as much information to folks as I can. In the social icons block documentation under block settings, it appears possible to change, under block settings, knock my mouse off my mouse pad, block settings, color settings, block setting, color settings. Then need to link that there. Change spelling of that. It feels possible to change the color of both the icon and the icon's background. Color of the individual icons as well as the icon's background. Okay. However, now I need to go back here, and disable Gutenberg. Remove this as well. So back to default. So I can take a screenshot and send it to them. Let's deactivate that. Back to the editor. I'm just going to give this a quick hard refresh. Didn't even notice this, but I had my DevTools open. Okay. Go back there. Let's close that. Okay, there we go. Scroll all the way down. There. And there. And I'll enable that one. Okay, let's grab a screenshot of this. Okay. If anybody's watching this, I use a Chrome extension in Brave called Awesome Screenshot. And it's my favorite thing for doing what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, this looks great.
It really is. I just love it for making these very quick annotated screenshots for support and that kind of
Hmm.
thing. It really works. What I also like about it is you can, let's say you're taking a screenshot of something in like the mobile view. You can take that screenshot and then upload that screenshot into this app in the browser, and then again do all the annotations. Um,
Nice.
I've used it. And then they've also recently released this ChatGPT sidebar, which is the sidebar that I'm using when you see me searching on Google.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm going to save that here. Go back here. However, when editing a template with the social icons block, it appears only the icon color and background color. Only the icon color
Block background color.
can be, yeah, I'm going to change the background color in the settings, changes the color for the entire social icons block, but not the individual icons. Clicking individual, it's going to be even better. Good grief, I can't spell. Individual icons does not offer any color setting options. Is this an error in the documentation or an error in the editor? Okay, it doesn't look like I can upload an image, which is, maybe I can, maybe I just need to, yes I can, okay. So let's do this. It needs to be from a URL.
They don't make this easy.
That's okay. This has been a problem for a long time. They don't allow you to upload images to the forums.
Understandable.
So what I usually do is I just jam it on my personal site somewhere, which I'm currently doing off screen. So we will just upload it here and grab the... So I just, as you can imagine, I have these random images on my blog somewhere. Okay, so that's the image. But not individual. Good grief, individual icons. I can't spell today. Okay, and I might as well change this to American. The color of the individual as well as the individual icons background color. However, when it's into the social icon block, the icon color being changed. Okay, let's just say this is using WordPress 6.2.2, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm using, but I can't for the life of me remember. Go away. Yeah, 6.2.2. Thank you. 6.2.2 and Gutenberg plugin is not installed. Is this an error in documentation or an error in the editor? I'll go site editor, social links block, social icons block. Okay, and I think that's, let's go back here, color settings, icon color, icon background. Yeah. Currently it's color and icon color. Okay, so that's that. Let's submit that and let's see if we get some feedback over the course of the week.
I didn't know that you could do that actually. Submit support tickets like that.
I mean,
Cool.
that's what I would do if I didn't have people to
Hmm.
ask. That's what I would do.
Hmm.
Um, the other the other way you could do it is you could possibly consider asking it as a question on the Gutenberg repository.
Hmm.
Um, there's the discussions option, so you could ask it there maybe as a question. There is a Q&A section in the discussions, so that's maybe a place to ask for help, um, or do it via support. Um, we might find that support updates us and tells us to go and ask in the Gutenberg repository.
Hmm.
Um, Usually, what I would do is I would reach out to somebody that I know that does Gutenberg development, but obviously not everybody has that
Right.
option. So my suggestion would be posted in the support forum, and somebody will hopefully get back to us within the week,
Hmm.
um, and we'll have some answers next week. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. So we're almost at the hour. I think this is a good place to stop. I don't want to dive into something new and fresh now because we've only got 8 minutes
Yep.
left. But thank you for joining me on this 4th of July.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're doing anything to celebrate today.
I'm just gonna try to go to my studio and paint and not work on the computer at all.
That sounds like the perfect way to spend 4th of July. So I hope you
Yep.
enjoy it.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Thanks again for having me. That was
No
great.
problem. No problem. It's good to see you. Cheers. And cheers to anybody who's still with us in the stream. We're ending a bit early today, but we'll be back next week with hopefully with Aruba. I will check in with her after this via email and make sure she's okay. Hopefully she'll be back next week. And then we'll either dive into extending blocks or we'll see what's happening with these social icons. But thank you for joining, and we will see everybody next week. Bye.
Bye.